What's up, everybody? Come on in and take a listen with me. I'm Owen Money. My buddy across from me is...
Dirt McCoy, motherfucker.
Well, okay, you added the motherfucker. I like it. That's Dirt McCoy.
Always add the motherfucker.
This is Owen and Dirt's Pop Culture Radio, and you're about to listen to the greatest radio that is still being produced now. Not the normal podcast that you're used to listening to, damn it. This is a radio version of a podcast. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying.
We're a radio version of a podcast.
We're a podcast radio version of something that's entertaining, and you fuckers will listen because we love you and you're accepted. That other voice you heard was a very sexy Bushey.
Hello.
Who has a great bushy beard. If you're listening and watching live on Facebook or YouTube, we thank you very much for being there. Don't forget you can email us if you want to be part of the show, pcradio69@gmail.com. Or if you want to skip all that bullshit, just become a friend of Dirt McCoy here and randomly call the show through Facebook Messenger.
During the show.
During the show, yeah. I think
it's not like that hasn't just happened before. All of a sudden my phone's going off. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's what I'm saying. I was telling Bushey before the show that I think it was Boston Britt, who's not here tonight. She was listening and watching live, and we weren't paying any attention to her, so she actually called you, right? And,
yeah, she
and interrupted
the fucking show.
So I like that. So if anybody wants to call in and you're friends with Dirt, just go ahead and call in and interrupt the show.
Yeah, fuck it. I mean, we'll change pace.
Yeah.
You just have to be clairvoyant so you know when we're doing a show.
Well, you get about 5-minute warning, before we go on live.
Turn your alerts on. Like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Is there a way to do that?
Yeah, well, actually, it seems like all the alerts are just automatically on. You got to turn shit off anymore.
I don't ever get anything. Maybe it's because Dirt and I are.
How old's your phone? All you got to do is get a new phone, and I get fucking 45 notifications a day about what's being posted.
No. Even on the desktop version, I don't get any alerts about our page unless I go to our switch over and become our page. Then
are you talking about Facebook?
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about YouTube.
YouTube, yeah. So on YouTube, if you like him and subscribe on YouTube, then you automatically get all the updates.
Okay, all right. I don't pay. Honestly, I don't pay attention to YouTube. I have 4 or 5 YouTube accounts, but I don't pay attention to that.
It'll tell you when we post a video. It'll tell you when we're going live. It'll actually pop up on your phone and give you a push notification and say, "Hey, what the fuck you doing with your life?"
I hate it when I get a pop up on you.
You can pop up on me whenever you want.
The girl's pregnant, as y'all know. We're about a month away.
Oh no, I didn't know. Tell me again.
Yeah.
You have a girl?
Yeah. And the sex is gone, man. I mean,
well, yeah, you're not supposed to after.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
8.5 months, you got to stop.
It's fucking annoying. I used to bitch and complain that she would never stop, and I got used to that always there, and now it's man, I'm itching to squirt on something,
It's been over a year for me, so yes, I know. Every time I itch, I squirt at this point.
Oh, fuck. We need to start a campaign next week, get Bushey laid.
No. Like I said, at this point, it's by choice. I told you I had that person hit me up, about a week or two ago looking for some, and I was like,
sure.
No. I'm good.
Really? Who was it? The old girlfriend or something?
No. This was a new one.
Impure thoughts.
Well, this is a new. But here's part of my problem is part of the reason I'm not dating anymore is I hate cheaters. I hate cheating. I get lied to. Yeah. And most of the times these women that hit me up are in fucking committed relationships on Facebook that I've been watching for 5-10 years, and all of a sudden it's hey, how you doing tonight?
Does it not feel good that they're willing to cheat with you?
No, that's horrible. I don't care if it's with me. I ain't about to be that guy.
Good.
It makes me feel good when a dog humps my leg at a party because he's like, there was all these people here and he picked me.
He picked you, exactly.
Oh,
exactly. But,
it's nice shoes.
No, I like the whole
Saves on polish.
The whole being pregnant thing and stuff, I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'm a lot more than she's having. But the last time we actually had sex, she ended up throwing up for like about 20 hours straight, and we ended up in the ER. So that was the last time. And I just...
And you've got enough experience to know that nothing you were doing caused that.
Oh, see, I think so.
I thought
like,
it was a humble brag.
I fucked her in the hospital.
I thought about it. No. Anyway, it's like so many highs and lows are with this fucking thing. Like, and just being a father is kind of cool too.
Well, you're not there yet.
I am to Jackson.
That's true.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just talking shit.
Like before I was getting ready for the show today, and he was crawling up into my office, and he gets up on the desk and stuff, and he just had to watch Ghostbusters, and he actually fucking sings a song to Ghostbusters when he hears the beat, do 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 do. He goes Ghostbusters, and he has it on. So I mean, so many things are happening which I've like always dreamt of, but as I got older and had relationship after relationship fail, I'm like, this is never going to happen, but it's fucking happening, and I'm just glad you guys are here to be with me as my friends and going through this shit, because my family isn't around. I mean, my one, and you can relate to this.
Tell us about it.
My one family that's still here locally and live, the woman that fucking raised me, more or less, she could care less about this baby, and it's fucking frustrating. I say that. All right,
I mean, put yourself in her position. It's like knows she's gonna die soon, and it's like, oh, you got this new life coming into the world.
Is that what it is?
Yes, he's jealous.
Yeah,
he's starting his life this little baby's starting its life all over again, and mine's ending. Fuck that baby.
All right. Maybe if she dies, like right before you have the baby, your grandmother will be reincarnated as your daughter.
Oh fuck!
Don't say a word. Stop it.
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
Yeah, don't you put that. No. Oh, Jesus. No. So I've kind of talked to her on and off. Like she didn't come to the shower, and that really bugged me because I was willing to go
take showers.
She would have come to
the baby shower.
You
for
fucking
the baby.
I was gonna say she would have got in the shower if Bushey was there.
She would have.
We know that's true.
Great minds.
She would have come to the baby shower, which really annoyed me. It kind of hurt because I was willing to go pick her up, bring her to the baby shower, take her home, same day, all that shit. She lives like an hour and a half away.
I would have picked her up.
You would have picked
her up. That was like only a half joke. Like, I would go pick your grandma up.
Brittany had family fly in from Boston, fly in from California. But my grandmother couldn't even stomach enough for a day to come hang out. And she tried to hang it on the fact that it was bad luck to have a shower before the baby's here or something like that. I don't know.
They're all before the baby's here.
I was going to say, I've never heard that before in my life.
Because you weren't born in 1930. Apparently back then, and leading up to, like, I don't know, 50s, 60s, a lot of kids died, before they were ever born. I don't know. It was the Wild West back then or something.
Yeah, it was fucking prohibition. Nobody was getting drunk because they started thinking about shit too much.
I mean, they basically delivered babies. They just took those ice hooks they used to pick the big ice cubes up with and fucking pull them out.
Yeah. Funny story about that. Forceps, you know what those were? It was basically just like a big-ass fucking,
meat clamp or something.
Meat clamp that would grab the baby's head with it and yank him out with it. Yeah. That's why Sylvester Stallone's got the weird ass fucking
a lot of kids got brain damage from that or
something.
That's why
people were tougher back then too. It's like, oh, this one survived the forceps. He's fucking the monster.
We took this one out with the jaws of life and he's fine.
Well, all right. So I've kind of gotten over the fact that she didn't come to the shower, and she basically said she was going to ignore this whole baby thing because it wasn't in her eyes legal because we're not married yet.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
But we're engaged, so I think she kind of softened on that a little bit. But anyway, so the other day I give her a call after we got out of the hospital, and then the next day I had to go get my eye worked on up in the Mayo Clinic, and I was giving her a call, talking to her. And she pulls this thing. She asks me every time we talk what the baby's name's going to be. And have we decided on a name? And I'm like, yes, it's Samantha Christine. And she kind of started hemming and hawing this last phone call I had. And she goes, well, in my day, you would name one name after one family and the other name after the other family.
That's me, my sister, yep.
And I said, well, time out. Are you upset about the fact that we're naming her Samantha Christine? And she goes, yeah, where do you get Christine from? I go, that's Brittany's mother's middle name.
Oh, yeah, you pissed her off.
She goes, well, where's the other name for? I go first. Okay, I had to cut her off. I go first off. You have been not involved with this from the very beginning. You have straight up said you were going to ignore this baby, and you're fucking going to try to give me shit about the name of this baby not coming from you or something. She has the Slider last name. Samantha was Sammy, who is basically my fucking family. He's my dog. So I don't know what the problem is. I said, I gotta go. I gotta pick up Jackson. I hung up, and I.
Our grandmother and my mother, or your grandmother and my mother, are the same fucking person. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't want to bring it up, but it goes right with what my mom has bitched at me about the fact you and your girl aren't married. Like that. What? How the fuck can you care enough about?
Why does it matter to her?
Right? Exactly. Oh. By the way, also she has said verbatim that Owen is an angel.
I know. I'm evil,
but he's not married, so fuck him.
Those flowers you brought are like dead, and she's still trying to keep them alive.
Dude, I had to.
Did she try the Frankenstein technique, hooking the electricity up to it?
No, not yet.
Bolts in the neck, that works.
She was too busy punching her keyboard, talking to customer service.
But Bushey here, making the moves on my grandmother. I had to step it up with his mom. I got her some flowers.
Real quick, I guess.
Y'all should fuck each other's moms.
Well, it'd be his grandma.
We'll make a live event out of it.
Oh wait, you said your mom's slutty, right?
my mother is.
Hey, maybe this could. Well, my mom's not gonna fuck you, and you probably wouldn't want to.
This brings up. You make a joke and it's funny, but on a serious note,
are we doing this?
Live event. We'll do it at the. What was the name of that place out in the fucking out in Kissimmee?
Tuffy's. Oh no.
Mad Hippo.
Yeah, we'll do it at the Mad Hippo.
No.
On poker night, there's tables already.
Mad Hippos at the Mad Hippo.
I don't think we're going back to Mad Hippo anytime soon. If you want to know why, just look up Mad Hippo and health violations.
Oh,
I didn't say that. I did. I mean, it's public knowledge. Who fucking cares? But anyway, no. You make a joke about the mother thing, so. With my grandmother shit that went down and that really bugged me, and like you're trying to give me shit about the name now, and it made me think, what if my real mother was in my life? Would she care that she's having a granddaughter? Would my real mother be a totally different, like, basically, should I contact my real mother?
You think that having a kid is going to stop your mom being a slut?
Well, okay. She's older now.
They still bang when they're old.
And time out, what I heard about my mother being a slut and all this kind of shit came from my grandparents. The same people that they took care of me. They wouldn't let anybody get me, but they treated me like they didn't want me. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like I had to be that good puppy that didn't say anything, that came out when they had friends over so they could show that their old people friends that they have a young kid living in their house.
Look what we take care of.
Exactly. So
you're basically like a hairless gerbil.
Mm-hmm. I didn't go up anybody's ass that I can remember.
Well, that's not what all gerbils do. It's not a gerbil prerequisite.
That's not what they're supposed to do.
I thought they were designed for that. No, all right.
No.
So, anyway, do you think that's an area that I'm just like a little bit too tender about everything? Because it really fucking fucks with my head a little bit here. I'm so happy. I'm doing all these things that I never thought I'd be able to accomplish. I wish my grandmother was a part of it, but all she tries to do is almost like steal that happiness away. She's like, you've moved on with your life. You've continued doing things I've shut down since your grandfather died. Fuck you. Kind of.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. So here's it's hard to
Should I pray that she dies?
No, absolutely not. That's not good juju for anybody.
I
but
know.
What I'm saying
God,
is, so it's useless.
Yeah. So, and you're absolutely right about that. There isn't. But anyway, so my thought about it is, it's really hard to like put yourself in somebody else's shoes.
Right.
And so and I've had to do this like for lots of different reasons over the last like 10 years or so. But I can't understand what someone else thinks or what makes them think that. So I kind of have to just go, okay, this is who they are to me, except that is how I see them, and then ignore everything else. Okay. You see what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people who think a lot of really fucked up shit, and unless I really believe someone's a bad person, and if that's the case, then hey man, fucking nice knowing you. We're good. We're done. You know what I mean? But when it comes to the situation with your grandma, I don't think that she's intentionally to like slight you or like make you feel like she doesn't give a fuck. I think that she just has this sensibility that was born into her almost 100 years ago that we're never going to be able to understand. I mean, back then there wasn't commercial airlines and shit. Like she grew up in a time where she saw the invention of the television, the invention of commercial flight, the invention of the internet, of color TV, of all this shit. Like she is still stuck in that like holy shit fire's awesome stage. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I was going to say definitely along with what Dirt's saying here, you can't take your own mind and life experiences and then go, I would never say that to somebody, because you wouldn't say that to somebody because it's you and you've had your experiences.
There's one more level to this, which concerns me. The way this phone call started, and she told me this last time we talked, is her and her daughter, my aunt, kind of had a falling out or an argument on the phone because my grandmother was bitching about how long it's been since she's been down here, and one of them hung up on the other one. They hadn't talked since, and she starts off the phone call, telling me the story again. And then she adds, I don't care if Sandra even comes to my funeral when I die. I'm like, that's fucking a little
Well, she'll
extreme.
be dead. She can't care.
I know.
She won't have the ability to.
Dude, she's been planning her
Joke's
fucking...
on you. You don't get a choice.
She's been planning her fucking funeral since my grandfather died. And they used to go to the community college where they both worked and go to basketball games there. But since he's died, they've cut out the basketball program. They've changed the gym over to a nursing program, and she's fucking livid about it. She's like, I'm supposed to have my funeral in that gym. I go, well, it's not going to be there anymore. And she's like so pissed off about it. But she seems to be driving everybody away. Me, her daughter, the Canadians who are like the sweetest fucking people ever. When we usually talk, she goes like, they ask me so many questions. I go, they care about you. They want to know how you're fucking doing. If you ask me how her health is, I ask her how her health is. Oh, I guess I'm okay. You'll have to talk to so-and-so. And I'm like, I don't want to talk to so-and-so. I want to talk to you. So is she just getting ready to die?
So because your grandmother and my mother are so similar, what I believe it is they are caring good people, but they're very bitter in their own mind. They see the forest for the trees. They know. Life has made her bitter. Life has made her bitter, and it's gotta suck when you know you're getting to the end. If you've enjoyed your life, it's got to be horrible to be knowing that it's coming to. I'm the opposite. I'm like, any day if I don't wake up, I love you. I love you guys and everything, but if I don't wake up tomorrow, that just means no pain for me. That's all that is. So
but that means so much pain for the rest of us.
But the weird thing is I think your grandmother and my mother want people to love them, and they love people, but for whatever reason they just don't know how to convey that properly, and the only way they get attention is by what do we always talk about? The negative things that you know what I mean? I think maybe the most interaction, whether it's positive or negative, like media and stuff, it's attention. And so when they do this negative stuff, if we love the person, like I love my mother, even though she'll bitch and be nasty and horrible, I still go to her and go, are you doing okay? You know what I mean? Like they
Right.
So it's almost, I think, a cause and effect that they haven't even realized they're doing on purpose. It's like the more turmoil and shit, it's just more attention towards them.
So almost like if you can stand me being so mean and you're still around, you must obviously like me.
I don't even think they think that deep. I think it's just like if I act this way, I get attention kind of thing.
Well, I could see that.
I'm glad I hung up on her then, because if she acts that way, you're not getting my fucking
who knows?
attention.
Maybe at this point she's like, didn't think it was really gonna happen or work out, and now she's like, oh shit, there's like a month left, and the baby's not named after me, and this is the
her name's Dorothy. I'm not naming my daughter Dorothy.
Not Dora. You do Christine? Wait, I'm sorry. What's
Christine?
Christine, Samantha, Dora.
Dorothy
Slitter.
Dora the Explorer.
No,
Yeah.
not happening.
No
not
Dora?
happening. Nope. Dora the stripper.
There's no strippers named
That
Dora.
is a better name. I like that. You should call Brittany right now.
Yeah, if you change your daughter's middle name to Stripper, it's probably not going to be good.
Stripper.
Maybe it will be. Because she's like, fuck dad, I'm going to prove him wrong.
Dude, if she chose that life, I mean, I would support her or whatever. But
it's funny about the name stereotype, but man, it has really held true, man. The car names,
What do you mean?
Mercedes,
for
Lexus,
strippers?
yeah. I mean, it's anyone that's actually named that for real, that seems to be where they end up.
Welcome Toyota to the center stage. Here comes Subaru.
Oh, Subaru's a bad bitch.
She's got a lot of junk in that trunk.
You know what's funny is there's actually a book called Freakonomics. I don't know if you've heard about it before, but there's so this guy Stephen Levitt, he's an economist from Northwestern in Chicago, and he actually wrote this book about his idea was the tools of economy are super efficient, almost infallible, but economy has a lack of interesting questions. So he wrote a book to figure out if he could basically work through like workflow social issues using the tools of economy. And that's what Freakonomics is. And it's hysterical because he has this chapter in the book called What's in a Name. And so what he does is he takes certain names and then and misspellings and popular spellings and alternate spellings. And then he figures out like the grade average of the parents who used the misspelling. People who were on their birth certificate, their actual first given name is actually a nickname. They have a grade average lower of like 3 grades lower than and he goes through all this and he's like, look, people lie but numbers don't. It's such a great fucking book. It's really fucking interesting.
It's funny because that actually proves I'm a little dumber than I thought I was. Because I was going to say, I don't know. I still think people should be able to choose their name. Like once you get like 15, 16 or something, you know what I mean? Like you should be able to choose your fucking name.
Well,
but according to your study there,
if that was the case, then this would be Owen and Skeletor's podcast. So
I would have been Flamin' Skull. Flamin' Skull and Skeletor.
With Pussy Crusher.
So yeah, that's a horrible.
Man, I would love to hear that AI go, and Pussy Crusher too.
Get on that, Owen.
At the first break, I will. But all right. Anyway, that's pretty much my life going on. How you guys been doing? Dirt? Anything new? I love the shirt.
Yeah, man, it's repping the Scott Hall.
That and those shoes. I always dig those shoes.
Yeah.
Well, I'll address it real quick to get it out the way.
What?
we did do a first episode.
You're so cute.
What?
You're so cute. Getting all choked up.
I am. I'm choked up.
I know.
Yeah.
So we did a first episode, but I got a text during the first part of the second segment. And
Some of you that were watching live saw this go down.
My dog got hit by a car. It was my dead dad's dog. It's been real rough. That's why Owen brought the flowers.
It's been real rough.
And why my mom thinks he's an angel. It happened on the day Bob Barker died.
On National Dog Day.
On National Dog Day. So I go to fucking Facebook the next day or two trying to distract myself, and it's National Goddamn Dog Day. After my dog gets hit by a car. So figured it was, we brought that up. You went through the grandma stuff. The flower thing came up. I put it out there. We have in my opinion, one of our best first segments ever. And Dirt,
which we will post. We will post.
So that's why I've been trying to bring it up. Dirt and Owen have been awesome, kind of letting me work through it. It's rough to talk about, but I did want to bring it up because that first fucking episode, that first segment is fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, I almost felt like I actually was so one of the somebody who listens to every episode had asked me about it, and he's like, so you're gonna shelve that whole segment about Bushey's tattoo? And I'm like, oh no,
that's right. The
back that will live forever. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I want it to come out. It's hilarious.
You want to hold a press conference to let everyone know you got a lower back tattoo?
I mean, we could if you want. It'd be very anticlimactic, but.
Yeah, I say you should. This is what I said. After what went down, you should get whatever that tramp stamp is that you have redone with your dog.
Get the dog's face.
Put the dog's face on your tramp stamp.
The tongue is just hanging down to my ass crack.
I've been thinking about that. I like getting tattoos with my dogs or something on my arms or something. You know,
my whole thing is I couldn't even. I don't know if this comes off as like I'm cold, even though I feel like it's the opposite. I am such an emotional person. I never even make a Facebook post about it, nothing, because I don't want a year from now, 2 years from now, all of a sudden it comes up and be like,
yeah, it comes up in memories.
Oh my God, my dog died today. I got hit by a car because I left the gate open. I'm a fucking asshole.
Okay, the same thing I yelled at you that night at your house. It wasn't your fucking fault. You've left the gate open before, right?
No.
Okay, never mind. Forget that. It's your fault. No, it wasn't your fault, dude.
It was a big series of circumstances. I had just got the new phone. I was leaving the house. Normally I back out so the gate's in front of me and I get out and I close it. I had turned around and I've gotten more accustomed to pulling out now so the gate's behind me. But what happened that day
Good thing you're pulling out because you won't be in an Owen situation.
Right. So second day I had a brand new phone, and because the touchscreen on the car, the sun has melted it, I can't Bluetooth it. So I had to actually buy the stupid fucking plug-in cable. I feel like a caveman now. But for whatever reason, that cable and the phone, it doesn't want, it'll play sometimes 10 seconds of a song and then cut out. So I was in my driveway trying to put together the booty clapper and fucking find the song, and I'm starting to play it and it pauses and it wouldn't play, it keeps playing, it just doesn't play the fucking audio. So I pull the cable out, pause it, restart the phone, all this shit. While all that was going on, I was faced out with the gate behind me. Didn't think about it, left. It's 50-50 because you're supposed to, whoever lets the dogs out, you're supposed to check to make sure the gate's closed. It's a 50-50 thing.
I was going to say that. That's one of the things your mom said that night. She was really upset, and I know her message to you came over as almost like accusative of you.
Oh, no, she accused me. It's not kind of.
She there at that night in her hysteria said, I usually check with the flashlight, but I didn't this night. No. And that's what happened. So it's nobody's fault. I mean, we could blame everything. We could blame the car driver. We could blame the show. That's what.
Well, most likely. So here's a weird thing about me that as much as it's very sad and it sucks and everything, I actually don't have much hate or blame for the person that hit the dog.
Oh, I do.
I have.
I know I shouldn't.
So, one, I understand not stopping. I mean, that has got to be if you're already an animal person. Plus, you've seen my house. It's like 6-foot chain link fence. If anybody drives by there normally, they've probably seen me outside. They know I'm not a tiny person.
I've honked at you a couple times. I don't know if you've heard it.
I never hear honks. I pay no attention because people honk all the fucking time. So it's like I literally every 10 minutes I'd be like, oh, somebody honking at me.
I have to drive by his house to get to my post office to check my mail and shit. And
I'm pretty sure other people go to that post office too.
No, that's just mine. It's just mine. And I'll see his door open and then the other door open to the area that you made the wall.
Right.
And every once in a while I'll see this like Sasquatch go through one door to the other as I'm driving by, and I'll honk at him. But I try
not to go outside shirtless for other people's sakes. But real quick, back to what I was saying about I actually don't blame, unless it's somebody that purposely tried to hit the animal.
Hit the dog. I don't think that happened.
The first animal I ever hit, I was like 19 years old. I'm driving my truck and a rabbit runs out, and I only ran over. I'm doing like 40 miles an hour. Only my back tire ran over this thing. There's no avoiding that. There's no getting away. I felt bad for. This was when I was like 19 years old. I still think about it. Okay, but if you hit a dog, you never know whose dog it is. If they're drunk or they're going to shoot you. Like there's a lot.
Exactly.
And here's the other part. You never know how that person actually ended up hitting the dog. I have this weird feeling that the only reason that dog would have left the yard was to chase an animal. She killed like possums, raccoons. She was big on hunt. Anything in our yard was dead.
Right.
And I think very possibly she might have been chasing after a possum or something. And if I put myself in the person's shoes, what could have happened? They're driving. It's night. It was dark when it happened. Black dog. She did have a reflective collar on. So.
Yeah.
But possibly like a possum or something runs across the road. The person is watching that and go, "Oh shit! Good thing I missed." Bam.
Right.
And you don't even. You're looking at the thing that ran across the road that you almost hit, feeling relieved, and you hit somebody's dog. Yeah.
Right.
I was delivering pizza. I was doing 15 miles an hour in a little neighborhood one time, and this little freaking Yorkie ran out, and I hit my brakes so hard it stalled my car, and still it slightly touched the dog where it rolled. I didn't hit it, nothing got but I stopped, but
yeah.
If I would have killed that dog, that's a rough stop. That's a rough thing to do when you can just keep driving.
Yeah.
know?
Oh yeah.
Rough. Every time you say rough in this story. No, hey, dude, you're getting through it, and you're doing good. I know how fucking horrible it was for you that night, and the next couple of days. I mean, weeks.
It's my mother hoot cries every day still.
Yeah,
and
about the dog.
It's perfectly understandable. Those little dogs were she's 80-something, those little dogs were her daily routine, her life.
Right.
Where it really affects me is at night when I feed my gliders, there's 2 leftover plates of a little bit of chicken and vegetables, and when I feed them, and that is was the dogs.
Yeah.
Favorite thing in the world. I've got 4 gliders, but it's 2 cages, 2 plates, had 2 dogs. It all worked out perfectly. The little dog got the leftovers from the smaller gliders, and the big. I mean, it was just all this perfect cohesive thing. And now that's gone, and it's horrible. I mean,
does suck.
I didn't mean to bring us down or anything.
No,
I did finally want to. I wanted to bring it up just so that you can release the fucking tramp stamp segment. That's what all this was about.
Well, yeah, it sounds very healthy. You hold no grudges. You're moving on. You're helping your mother heal. But I'm still looking for that motherfucker with one of those lights missing on the
You
side.
said it was an Audi.
Yeah, I got the dog.
He took the piece off the car. By the way, thanks again, dude. Like, Owen came that night, picked up the dead dog, wrapped it in a blanket, did all the stuff that would have been absolutely horrific to have the memories of doing that for your own dog.
Yeah,
I'm a great guy. I'm a great guy. No, I have this piece.
You're an angel.
I have this piece of this fucking car, and when I see an Audi, like an SUV, earlier, kind of like mid 2010s, fucking Audi missing its like runner piece with its runner light.
It's the fog light surround.
Yeah,
is what it is.
right.
The little black part. I guess he found it, and it was funny. He texted me the next day. He's like, "It was an Audi." I'm like. It doesn't really do much for me right now. Like, I didn't know how to reply.
I'm like, keep your fucking eye out, motherfucker.
I'm gonna go sit out in front in my.
I would
go sit out in my front yard with the AR, fucking looking for Audis.
That's why I'm saying congratulations to you for like being healthy with this. I think
it's not healthy so much as I know that I will go all the way. So
that's healthy though.
I have to not engage in things that would cause me to
exactly. I'm not
remove people, unalive people, right? That's the term.
Unalive.
I'm not sure, and I'm just being 100% honest. If my dog, even if it was my fault, got out of the. Well, I say this, but I saved my dog from another dog, and I didn't kill the other dog or the other family. So
yeah,
maybe
it's rough. It's one of those things like it's easier to hate than to be sad. Yeah. It just is. I feel like it's easier to hate than be sad. Hate is a lot more consumable than being sad.
But this is what's in my head. Because my buddy got hurt so bad, and it was tragic, and I love this dog, and you didn't even stop. In my head, I think I'm gonna see this Audi, because it takes forever to get parts now.
It'll never be fixed
at FedEx or not FedEx. At
we'll have another dog for him to hit by the time he gets in.
What's that? Winn-Dixie. I imagine I'm going to be at Winn-Dixie, and I'm going to see this Audi with this missing piece that I have. It's going to match up perfectly. I'm going to wait for that motherfucker to come out, and it's going to be like some old lady who didn't even know what happened.
Oh man,
something like that. So all these scenarios go through my head.
So you're saying it's not good? I've slashed the tires of every Audi I've seen for the last 2 weeks.
No, you should continue with that.
Oh, okay.
I've thought about it, but no. But anyway, so yeah, that was horrible. I'm glad you're got that off your chest, got that out, and I'm glad we can fucking release that segment.
I know, it's so
we
good.
talked about eating placenta too.
Yeah,
about that.
That's right.
I am convinced that we could be in Guinness Book of World Records for saying placenta placenta gay. I mean, and we got to get Evan. We got to get Evan back in here. I felt so bad. We were supposed to be announcing some of his and playing his
new
music.
record.
Yeah, and I mean, he's such a great person and funny and does great art that it sucks that was the first episode of the new season with a great guest, and we were knocking it out the park, and then
I had to tell him as we were leaving. I'm like, our shows aren't usually like this.
We usually don't have a Sasquatch hoot crying. throwing shit around.
And I didn't know how to react, with this. I think people heard on the show that I was like, is this a joke? But when I realized it wasn't a joke, I put myself in his position right like then, and I'm like, I want to do whatever I can to save this, because at the time I didn't know it. Hey, she didn't suffer.
No,
she was doing what she loved doing.
My mom said she thought that they hit our trash can. Yeah, so it was apparently a very loud,
right,
instantaneous kind of thing. I mean, going to the morbid realism of it, it is good. It wasn't like gut spread.
Yeah, exactly.
She found it before it got ran over by multiple vehicles and stuff, and left a stain in the road.
And that's why I rushed so quickly to your house.
It could have been much worse than it was. Certain things,
You got her cremated, I imagine. Did you?
Yeah, they got her cremated and everything. My sister did it the next day. Her and her husband came over. And the husband's a great guy. He took care. I was actually, because we were up for fucking all night, the whole time. Well, a couple days almost even. And
I was up at like 2:00. We were chatting back and forth. How weird it was. So I mean,
once again, you guys being there for me.
Yeah. Whatever. All right.
You fucking asshole.
National Dog Day. Get your pet spayed or neutered and fuck Bob Barker's corpse.
There you go. That's perfect.
Wait, we can do that?
I mean, you can. There could be repercussions. You can't. I've always tell people, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, you just got to be able to pay that fucking price.
Yeah, it's just whether you want to pony up what comes out of that.
All right, let's take a break here.
All right.
I mean, that was a heavy subject. Thanks for letting it all out, man. A lot of people go through this shit all the time, and they don't know how to deal with it. And this is your story, so
I'm sure there's at least one person that'll hear this that gets teared up because they missed their dog. Shit happens.
We hope everybody that listens cries. So. That's our goal, to make all our listeners fucking cry.
If you guys cry, we win.
When we get back,
like and cry on YouTube.
When we get back, I got some today in pop culture history we can talk and see if anything sparks up. Last segment we got, we'll wrap it up with Bushey. But Dirt, do you have some musical genius?
I do. So I had this so this is an Orlando band I have not met. I have not seen them play. Somebody sent me this record, and I listened to it through, and again, I know nothing about this band. So if you hear this, if you are friends with the band Lovechild in Orlando, please hit me up. Let me know like what's going on here, because this record it sounds like, it makes me feel like I heard this record when I was in high school. And from what I understand, this is like a very, very young group of people here. This has got to be people in their, I would say, 20s. But this band, let me just start this first track here and tell me what you hear out of this.
Bunch of young kids?
Before I hear it, I love things that are new but instantly make you nostalgic. Like, that's talent.
Yeah.
I already feel like a Soundgarden kind of vibe.
Yeah.
God, that sounds familiar. I can't think of what it is.
The album is called Bliss, and there's a school bus on fire.
Definitely in that whole like Toadies.
Yeah,
Omnibliss.
Sounds like Alice in Chains.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so Alice in Chains, bro. I got goosebumps.
Yeah.
Fucking Jerry Cantrell reincarnated.
This band is from Orlando, and I don't know them, and I really, really want to.
I didn't think that was possible.
All right, what's their name?
The band is called Lovechild.
Now it sounds like Nirvana. What the fuck?
Yeah. Yes. If you know this band, Lovechild, hit me up. Owen Endurance Pop Culture Radio, PCRadio69@gmail.com.
I think I just got entered on a list. I looked for Lovechild Orlando.
Oh, yeah, you don't want that.
Love Connections came up first. Love Our Youth.
Don't love children in Orlando. That's not good.
All right. Let's take a quick break. You're listening to Pop Culture Radio. Welcome back to Pop Culture Radio. This is another song by the band Lovechild. This is Rainy Girl.
Rainy Girl.
Yeah.
Dude, this is a song that you play in a movie when you're like driving away from the murder.
And it's raining all over.
Yeah, no, it's like either that or you just you almost OD'd and you're about to get your life together and you're driving and it's raining.
Wait, listen
to
this.
This is 90s alternative reincarnated. Fucking so good.
How'd you find this band?
So somebody sent me this record, and they were just like, "Hey, have you heard this shit? This is an Orlando band." So apparently, they said that this band has been like booking their own like shows in like little places, and like starting to work their way into the scene or whatever. But like, so the difference between like when I came in and now is that you used to have to like play a bunch of shows and everything and like get your shit straight, and then like you would start being able to book gigs and stuff. But it's not like that anymore. Now it's just like people make a record because look, I'm doing it now. Look, the room we're in right now, like this didn't exist in 1995 when I started doing this shit. Like you couldn't just build a studio in your house and make records of that quality, of that caliber.
Right.
It didn't exist. You had to book studio time. You had to pay some fucking drunk asshole to push buttons and shit. You know what I'm saying? Now,
Or high.
That being said, you know, when the digital revolution came to be and streaming music and all that stuff, like we jumped in on that shit in like 2003, you know, with our label, and like home recording has been all we've ever done since then. But like it didn't used to be like you put a record out before you play your first gig, but now like that's kind of what's happening. So,
well, Lovechild, I found. I think this is the same. Yeah. Discography.
Yeah.
They show the burning.
Don't look up Dixography. That's a different site.
Yeah. They show the burning school bus, which is pretty cool. There's a section about the band, and I was wondering how many like people are in this band, and it looks like there's just 2, possibly 3 now. But it says in August 18th, 2008, Joseph and Elijah, who are the 2 main, I guess, band members, they meet on the first day of 2nd grade.
No shit.
2008.
Oh my God, we're old.
I was getting my first divorce in 2008. Jesus H. Christ.
Trading in the first truck I couldn't pay off.
In 2017, Elijah started playing the guitar, and the same a few days later, or about a week later, he wrote his first song. And then he started playing electric guitar, blah, blah, blah. I mean, if you go to this website, it details every single fucking day since the second grade.
You don't have to be in the dark on anything anymore, really. I mean, you literally Google anything.
It's funny because it reminds me of what Norm Macdonald said. He's like, I have one picture of my grandfather. He looks terrified. So he's going, who's going to feed the hogs? He's like, when I die, my kids will be like, hey, here's 50,000 pictures of your grandfather and every day of his whole life.
I'll tell you the one that blows my mind is I'll Google like something about a video game that is mega specific. I'm talking almost a paragraph worth of, typing to ask this question. Boop, 15 Reddit articles. You're like, what?
Already?
Which conveyance do you want it in?
Listen, as a technological voyeur, I fucking love that shit. I love being able to like ask a question and go online and go, oh yeah, Jimi Hendrix did suck that dude's dick. Right. Like it's like, oh shit, and there's a picture. Fuck me, 16mm video. Count me in. Like what the fuck?
I will say, I remember back in the day, there would be discussions and arguments about things because nobody actually knew. Yeah. Now it's like you get into a discussion. Oh, well, hold on one second.
Pull up Google. Exactly.
Oh, nope, there's the answer.
And what I like about that is I start typing out the question and it fucking figures out what I'm going to ask. And it's usually right. So it makes me feel...
You can't be the only dude who's Googling how much of an 18-inch dildo can I fit in my ass. Like, plenty of people are asking that question,
It's usually like, what is this lump on my shoulder?
On?
Oh, yeah, you get into the medical stuff, you'll find all the stuff. That one's almost counterproductive. There's so much information that you end up having everything.
Well, when I start typing the question, when Google figures it out, like immediately I go, this is common, no reason to be alarmed.
Yeah, but you click that one sidebar, they're like, your arm's going to fall off, you're fucking dying, you made terrible decisions in your life, you fat piece of shit, fuck you, you're better off dead.
I actually have Gunna-Syphilis AIDS.
What's that?
It's all of them.
Hold on a second. We got a call coming in. Hold on one second.
Call. Hey, you told people to call. We got people calling.
Right in the middle of
Pop Culture Radio. Who are we talking to? Hello?
It's the ghost of Caller Past.
Oh, no.
Well,
did he call on Facebook? Because it works good on Facebook.
Well, speaking of Lovechild, while you figure out the phones, I was reading through their stuff, and it looks like at some point in 2019, Elijah got kicked out of his band, and then 2 days later, him and Joseph formed their own band. And I'm looking, and I'm trying to figure out where they played, but basically, it looks like they played. They released in 2001. They were live on 101.1 WJRR here locally in Orlando, and they debuted "Who Cares," one of their songs. Yeah.
Oh, really?
And then after that, or actually a few days before that, they played. It looks like their one and only show at the Operium in Tampa or something.
In Tampa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, how old are you in second grade?
Okay, 5 + 2, so 7.
So 7. And then you said by 2013? When did you say they were on the radio?
That was 2021.
Oh, God damn it.
But then there's I know, that's all right.
They're young, though. I mean, they're young to be playing that kind of like 90s alternative.
Wait. Let's do this. So 2008 minus 7 would be 2001.
Right.
So they're 22 years old right now.
Okay.
Roughly.
I got to start like pre-doing math before I ask you math questions because I'll ask you something then I just sit here like, I can't figure this out.
I could make it up and you'd go with it.
Yeah, anyway, no, I'm going to agree, whatever.
There's a 2-year gap, and then on April 19th, 2023, Isaac Poehler joins the band as their new drummer. So apparently...
Wait, okay, hold on a second.
Yeah.
Pop Culture Radio, who are you? Can we hear you?
Hello, I can hear you.
Hey, there we go.
All right, who's this calling?
This is Elijah Cruzano from Lovechild.
Oh shit!
No shit, bro. What the fuck?
We were just like literally reading your band history.
Yeah, about the band.
No way, that's awesome.
Yeah, dude, we're nerding out on your music, bro. It's great.
We weren't a bunch of middle-aged men trying to figure out how old you were.
Oh my! Did you figure it out or what?
Well, 22, 23-ish, somewhere around there, right?
22, yeah.
All right. See,
bro, you make straight up fucking good 90s alternative. Like it's
goodness,
nostalgic even though it's new music, which is hard to do.
Yeah, thank you so much, man. Yeah.
So hey, my buddy Dirt here. I mean, we've had, you don't know him, even though you're in the music industry, right? You don't know.
I have no, I do not know him.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I just want to make sure this wasn't some kind of skit you've planned, but all right. So my buddy Dirt here, we do this podcast, radio show more or less, and he always every week brings a new band to the show and plays it while we go to break and come back from break. And tonight he brought up Lovechild, and let me just say, we're fucking impressed. We're a bunch of middle-aged guys, like I said, in our 40s, you know. But this shit brings us right back to the 90s. And Jesus Christ, where did you learn to play like this?
Oh my goodness. Well, I mean, you know, a lot of the influence definitely came from that 90s stuff, and it's probably because like that's what first got me into rock music in general, I'd say.
Yeah.
My dad was actually a singer in a band when I was growing up. And so I kind of was just around it, but I never really took the time to like do it myself until like junior year in high school. I started listening to that 90s grunge, and I was like, wow, I want to be able to play this.
Yeah.
And then from there, I started teaching myself how to play guitar, trying to sing, just sang whenever I could and played whenever I could. And then I started writing my own songs, and then eventually I was like, I want to start a band.
Yeah.
And it kind of just turned into what it is now.
Yeah, that was back a few years ago, 2019-ish, right? I think.
Yeah.
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 I'm reading the website. Fucking awesome website, by the way.
Thank you.
What about Joseph? Is he still part of the band?
Yeah. So Joseph, I mean, Lovechild is mostly like me and Joseph, because it started with both of us, just him and I. I've known him since second grade. We've been best friends ever since. He originally played keys, and I was like, no, I want to have like a hard rock band or whatever. So eventually he decided to play bass. So he started as my bassist, and now we've kind of been experimenting with him also playing keys again. So the lineup, we're kind of feeling it out. Like, as of right now, he's kind of bassist/keys. But at times, we might bring in like another bassist,
all right,
possibly. But also, he's been back and forth between Orlando and Miami a lot, and we're trying to figure out, all of our schedules. So there's been times where we've had to find like a fill-in bassist. But he is like a part of the band.
Yeah. All right.
So, Elijah, did you record this record at your house as like a home recording?
No, we went to Clear Track Studios over in Clearwater, Florida.
Oh wow, okay.
I don't know if you've heard of it, but it's all the way out there.
Yeah, I've heard of
yeah.
Clearwater. It's over on the other side of the state. I'm just kidding. Hey, so you're a local man. You're from Orlando, huh?
Yeah, born and raised.
Yeah, I see that. I guess you went on a JRR and debuted one of your songs, huh?
Yeah, we have a connection with one of the radio hosts there, and so they do like this like native noise thing where they like to play.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
local
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Hold on. Is it Super Dave?
Yeah.
Motherfucker! That motherfucker.
You know Super Dave?
Fuck yeah, I know Super Dave.
I know Native Noise,
Yeah.
and I've definitely seen Super Dave open like almost every concert I've been to in Orlando.
I've known Super Dave for about like 20 fucking years, so yeah.
Well, that's pretty cool.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious. So I have to ask Elijah, who is Jai? Do you know a person named Jai?
Yes, Jai. This girl that I work with, we became close, and Jai is like one of her best friends / roommates.
Okay.
And I met him, and we've kind of talked a little bit and became closer.
He's the one that sent me this album and said, "Have you heard?" So first of all, like I've been doing music in Orlando for 25 fucking years. I don't need to like give the whole credentials there. I've been doing this is my thing. So he sent me this album and he's like, "Hey, check this band out. I think they're trying to book gigs right now." And I listened to the record. I'm like, "This is fucking incredible." Like, it blew my fucking mind. Like, I literally felt like, and I told Bushey, I was like, when I heard this record, it made me feel like, I mean, and listen, I'm old enough that when they call me Dirt, I bought the album Dirt when I was a sophomore in high school. Like, I remember growing up through this, and I remember, like, the first time I had an album of mine reviewed in a newspaper, and they said the vocals sounded like Chris Cornell, and I'm like, fuck, I can die now. They think I sound like Chris Cornell. So I'm like, I grew up through all of this, and, like, I've gone through many, many different genres of music, but this is the music that makes me feel like home. And that's what blew my fucking mind in this shit, man. It's authentic. It's authentic as fuck.
I still can't believe that you played one song and I got Alice in Chains, Nirvana, and Collective Soul all out of one song. Like I felt all that coming through. One song conveyed 3 different songs I have nostalgia for.
Yeah, you actually gave Bushey here. That's who's talking. You actually gave Bushey some chills right before we went.
Yeah, I got goosebumps.
Went to break when we were listening. What first song did you play?
That was Changes.
Changes. Yeah, that was a good song. Now, I'm looking at your website. It looks like you only have one album out right now, and it's the one you're playing.
Well, he's
from
like 22
Bliss.
years old. How many albums you want him to have out? Shit.
Like 8.
God damn.
We want another one.
Just start and leave the man alone.
Yeah, and the thing is, we put the music out before we started playing really at all.
Yeah, I kind of noticed that. Yeah.
I had been sitting on these songs while I was trying to find bandmates to play with, and in the meantime, I kept working on them. I had a whole bunch of songs, and I was like, all right, we finally found a drummer. Let's put together an album. Like, we haven't even played yet, but I wanted to have the music out so that when we played these shows, if they liked the song, they could go and listen to it. And I didn't want to play like any covers or anything, all originals. So I wanted to make sure we had 13 songs out there so that we had like some to throw into the set.
Yeah, so when people do come to see you, they already know the set. So it's not like they're coming into it like, completely blind. They know what they're getting.
So hey,
exactly.
Does Isaac live locally, or is he down in Miami?
Well, Isaac's from Miami, and he lives in Orlando now.
Okay.
He started living here for school.
Yeah, I see that you actually have a show coming up in not too long, 2 days from now, down in Miami.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm not going to be able to make it. It's down there.
Do you have an Orlando show coming up anytime soon?
Yeah, that was where I was going. Are you planning on anything in Orlando here locally?
Right now, we're kind of like just going with the flow. We're trying to. It's kind of hard to put together some shows here, just because of like we have to jump through a bunch of hoops with booking people and venue people, and they can be kind of ridiculous to be honest.
It is.
No. All right, here. I'll book you a show here.
I was just about to say you're talking to the right motherfucker right now.
No. Yeah,
we'll take it, dude.
We understand. Understand how hard it is to do it on your own, but you've got this man over here that's an admiring of your talent, and he's got connections.
No. I will put you on a show. I'll get you guys on a show here. We'll
We'd
talk.
love to do that. Yeah,
we'll talk about it after that. Yeah, but
have you heard about Moon Men from Mars?
Or like any other Orlando band. Dirt's in all of them.
Would you like to open for Danny Feedback?
Anyway. Have you heard of Crack Rock Opera?
So, hey, listen. Live at Bar Nancy. That's down in Miami. That's in 2 days from now. I guess that was Saturday.
That would be Saturday. Yeah.
So if you're in the Miami area or you're going to be down there and you want to check Lovechild out, go to Live at Bar Nancy. It's located at 27th Southwest 8th Street. There, I'm reading the internet.
There you go.
If this was something local, I would fucking be there.
I would definitely go.
Not doing the show tonight. We're going to go do him, but I mean, watch.
You can't say that.
I'll just shut up now. But anyway, that's pretty fucking cool, man. Yeah. I'm excited about this because I want to hear more of this.
Dude. Listen, we played Changes coming out of the first break, and we played Rainy Girl coming in. We're gonna play one more when we leave this break. Like what?
Do you have a favorite?
We still have to talk more about some other fucked up shit that's going on. But we're gonna leave the segment and we'll play one more going out for the break. What would be the one you'd pick?
My personal favorite song is Aurora.
Okay.
But I'd say Aurora. But everybody has their favorite, so I don't know. But that's my personal favorite.
Okay.
All right.
We'll do that.
I have one more question for you.
Of course.
Who the fuck is Aiden and what is his problem?
What?
Elijah contacted Aiden and discussed the band for the first time with no result. That was in 2019. 2020, contacted Aiden again about joining the band. Finally, in 2021, the first practice with Aiden. Anyway, he's not listed as a current member. Did that end horribly?
It was kind of weird, you know. He was our first drummer that was actually part of the band. He's the one that's on the album.
Okay.
And you know, he really wanted to he was focused on the shows. But I felt like, you know, I was the one that was putting all the show stuff together, and I wanted to focus more on writing new music. And so there's just some conflict of interest and difference in opinions.
Different directions. Yeah, I got you.
Exactly, yeah.
So, well...
He's already got the professional part of it down because he didn't just shit talk Aiden. You gave him every opportunity to.
I totally did.
Shit all over Aiden's chest right there.
So
he could have given Aiden a Cleveland steamer from the fucking basement right there, but he took the high road. So he's already got that part figured out.
He's a better man than I am.
I try my best.
Well, and definitely, if you're the main influence on this first album, if you wrote most of it, stay true to what you're doing, and you know, don't worry about what other people are thinking, because it seems like you got something pretty good here.
Yeah. All right. Other than Lovechild, your own band, what is your favorite group out there? Whether current or back from the 90s. Like, what is your? If you've
heard of Sexy Red?
No. If you've had a bad day, Elijah, when you go home, what do you put on the radio to help relax you?
Well, I mean, I feel like the question that you just asked, I could have multiple answers to. So, I mean, the band that got me into rock in the first place, and like the band that I can always go back to, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is why, is Nirvana.
Okay,
that's like the band that brought me into it. But, you know, just like Bliss, like the album that we put out, those songs were written years ago, and since then, like I've listened to a lot more stuff, and I definitely say I've been listening to a lot more Smashing Pumpkins.
Oh,
okay.
And I think that the music could take more of like a Smashing Pumpkins, Deftones kind of direction, but still with that root of whatever Lovechild sounds like.
Nice.
I'd be super excited if you went a Deftones direction. I fucking love Deftones.
You're saying all the words that excite me. So,
but all those it's so funny because all those bands sound so. And this is my like sort of old man yelling at the clouds that I in the advent of home recording and home production and everything. One thing that has kind of suffered is that everybody uses the same presets and the same plugins and the same tones, and everything sort of comes out sounding like pretty sterilized and like everyone else, whereas that this record doesn't. And I think that was the first thing that caught my attention was like, okay, this is not like Pro Tools like auto sets out the ass. Like this, the guitars sound different. The harmonies like on the vocals have this like really cool like pan reverb sort of tone to them, so they sound completely different than anything I'm hearing on new records that I'm hearing. Being an A&R with Post Records, I hear a ton of music. People send me records all the time, and I hear and a lot of it sounds like it's recorded to a click track. It's completely perfect. There's no fucking human interaction at all. It's like the guitar's been tracked to that, like, you know, perfect on the downbeat. Everything is so fucking impossibly fucking perfect. That's not the way a band sounds. This record sounds like the way a band sounds, and that's what I thought was cool as shit about it. Like, it literally does not sound like anything I've heard in a long fucking time. And I thought that was cool as shit.
But just real quick, with you bringing that up, because, you know, you'd brought up that most of the music is made at home now and personally. He said he actually went and had it, like, so I would say maybe that's a compliment to the producer.
Yeah, did you guys track live? Did you guys track live and, like, play live?
So the recording process was first we knocked out like scratch tape. So like we put on a click track, and all three of us would play as if we were playing live to the click track.
Exactly.
And we recorded that, and then what we would do is like our drummer recorded first, so then he played what we just recorded, but then they would take the drum part out and he would play the new drum part, and so on. We'd fill it in.
But basically what you're telling me is it's recorded live is what they call that. So it wasn't like somebody went in and laid a drum track and then everybody came in and layered their shit on top of it, and then after the fact you go back in and like whenever you set up live in a studio and play that way, you're always going to get a different response, because you have so many projects now where it's like one person that does everything. And like, don't get me wrong, my brother's made an entire career out of doing that. And his home recordings where he does everything himself are some of the best stuff he's ever done. But also, when you get one of those records where it's like 5 people playing together in a studio, it's going to have a totally different feel, because each instrument is a different soul. When you have one soul playing all the instruments, you're going to get one influence. When you have 5 different souls playing 5 different instruments, you get 5 influences on the music, and that changes everything. You know?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I was looking for with the band, was getting people with different influences, but like it's close enough to each other where we have like some mutual
some common ground.
Things. Yeah, because we all have different influences, and that's kind of why I named the band what I named it, was because I wanted it to kind of be like a love child of genres, you know?
Right, like, all right, look at what we've made.
That's kind of cool. I was kind of looking at it
if
like...
Alice in Chains splooged and smashing pumpkins, and then they spit it out into fucking Nirvana's vagina, this is what you got.
I was going to say the Spooge Gang just didn't have the same ring to it.
I was just
I'm glad he didn't name it that.
Kind of looking at it, since, you know, Joseph and Elijah have been friends since the 2nd grade. The band is their love child, more or less.
Yeah, and it has a ton of different like meanings, I'd say, behind it.
Yeah.
You know?
So I mean, that's a long time to be friends with people. I mean, can you think of anybody you've been friends with since 2nd grade?
Only one.
Yeah, but you were still probably friends.
Big T, yeah.
You were still probably friends with him at 22, though. It's different at 40-something.
I cut everybody out of my life.
He told everybody, go fuck yourself.
Just to let everybody know, in the past, you sucked.
That's not what I meant. But no, that's pretty cool, man. I'm glad you're doing this, and I hope you guys keep it up. And I hope you book some more stuff here in Orlando.
Yeah, we'll definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
If Dirt says he'll book you a show, and we'll definitely all be there.
Dirt has the ability to create shows. Let me just say. He can call some people and say, hey, I've got a band. I want to do something. Can we do something on this day? And they'll say yes.
Like, my first thing is, like, I'm just excited to go to Will Walker from Will's Pub and be like, and play him this record and be like, dude, because that pub started like 28 years ago. So it's like when Will's Pub opened, like when we first started doing shows there, this is like what was going on. So I know Will's gonna lose his fucking shit when he hears this.
That's fucking awesome.
I'm looking forward to that.
I feel like we're talking.
Yeah,
I feel like we're talking to somebody right before they like blow up and became super famous and will never talk to us again. So
it happened to Grandson.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So anyway, all right. Any last questions? Because I've really got to pee. I didn't expect it. No. All right. I was aiming for you guys, but
I thought you were talking to him.
No, you.
I thought I asked some good questions. What more do you want from me, goddamn?
I'm saying any last questions.
God
so
damn it, Bushey! Why do you always fuck everything
up? I'm sorry. All right. Hey, but we appreciate your time for calling us and getting on here.
This was dope.
We're definitely fans. You got 3 new fans tonight, or friends, whatever you want to call it.
Thank you, man. Be sure to listen to the rest of Bliss. Let me know what you think. And
I absolutely will. You're on Spotify.
Keep an eye open for new music.
I imagine you're on
Spotify, Apple Music.
I'm going to go.
Yeah, that's how the album was sent to me, was through a Spotify link.
All right.
And if you like offensive old men content, check out the podcast. like and subscribe on YouTube. Dirt and Owen's Pop Culture Radio.
Offensive old men content. That sounds dirty.
We actually interviewed a serial killer. If you're interested. So.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
What? No, he wasn't a serial.
No,
killer.
he wasn't a serial killer. He was a
Cannibal.
a vampire cannibal. He killed one person and ate that person. But
allegedly.
He was allegedly.
And you get typecast. You know? Come on.
You eat one person, you're a cannibal the rest of your life. I get it. So.
All right, my man. Thank you very much. You have a good night, and we will definitely be in contact.
All right, dude.
Yeah, sure. You have a good one, guys.
You too, man.
Later, dude.
All right, bye.
Why does everything I say sound like a dirty old man?
Because you're a dirty old man.
We'll be in
That's who you are. Yeah.
You little sounding good boy.
That's like asking why your grandma bitches. This is who you are.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. All
right. So this is the song he had mentioned. This is Aurora.
Aurora. That's a stripper name.
Yeah.
Should have named my dog.
Oh, whoa.
Was that like some fucking like Slayer influence I was hearing?
Whoa, it sounded like Hum to me.
It
Do you remember them?
Yeah.
What is it?
Hum?
I don't know.
HUM.
She thinks she missed the train to Mars. She's
Oh.
out back. Okay. You remember that song?
Yeah. I didn't know that was. I thought that was fucking.
I stopped it and rewound it back so I could hit this. Dude, this guitar riff from the beginning. Dude, check this shit out. Listen.
I love it.
Dude, and you know
Holy fucking shit!
the funny thing is, he said Smashing Pumpkins. That's a very Smashing
It is,
Pumpkins
yes.
drop in there, bruh. Yo, I love this shit. How can you merge every 90s band I've ever liked into one fucking band? Jesus Christ.
And it's two guys. Well, three now. But
Yeah.
it sounds like
2.5.
it's mainly one. But I don't know. Fucking genius, man.
Fucking crazy.
Good job.
All right, we're going to take a break because Owen has to pee. You're listening to Pop Culture Radio.
After 3 years, you found one.
Hell no.
Fuck you, dude. We're out. Welcome back to Pop Culture Radio.
Man, I'm looking at Lovechild's website, and they have a merchandise shop area. You know, kind of like how Omnibus used to have back in the day.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, somebody in this room, two somebodies are getting Lovechild mugs.
Wait. Out of everything on the site, you ordered coffee mugs?
Well, you know what? You want the fanny pack?
I mean, he knows we drink. So.
Yeah, and the coffee mug will look less suspicious.
They didn't have shakers or what do you call them, tumblers?
I don't know. They have Lovechild socks, which are kind of cool.
Is there a Lovechild Yeti cup? Goddammit!
Hold on. Let me go to page 2. No, but they have a unisex tank top, which I think you would look good in. They're Bushman.
You can't call them wife beaters anymore, can you?
No, they're unisex tank tops.
It seems like so much effort.
I know. One sex. It's one sex. There is no man and woman anymore.
Unisex.
We're all just uni. Yes.
I mean, I've always been okay with women wearing tank tops. So,
Yeah. I would like to see you in a tank top. Are your shoulders hairy?
No, it's mostly just the back.
Just the back?
I'm
right.
pretty lucky. I've got like someone like the back of the arms and my back, but no, I don't have like the shoulder fro.
With that beard, if you had a tank top on, it might cover up those straps, and like the hair would just, if you had hairy shoulders, it would just blend in. That would look good.
Like I've said before, what I don't like is if I didn't shave at all, like the back of my neck hair and my beard would all connect, and I would just have
That's fucking sexy.
no neck. It
It's
would be like
sexy.
a fucking hair turtleneck.
It's a hairball with eyes.
Yeah. No, I just have to carve out 2 little holes so I could see you guys.
We were talking. We have this new camera set up that Dirt did, and we were looking at the before the show our pictures and stuff. And you mentioned your beard. You have this cool thing with your chin where like the 2 sides are gray. My whole chin is turned gray. You see that?
Yeah, no, it is totally coincidental that I've got kind of like a dual streak thing going on.
You look like you were drinking milk really fast.
I'm slightly OCD at least, so I love symmetry. So it would have really pissed me off.
If one side was
yeah, like one's like 2 inches higher than the other one or some shit.
Yeah. Going to the listener email real quick. They mentioned that Lovechild, they fucking loved them. They did a search, and there's a Lovechild from the UK. Don't get confused with them. They apparently suck. I haven't listened to them, and this is from the viewer, listeners, whatever. Lovechild Orlando. Look for them. The website I found was lovechild.band. Go to that. You can read about the band and all that good stuff, and I'm sure they'll be on here.
Who was it that said they liked him already?
I don't know. I've closed that shit. You expect me to listen?
Like I said, mention people's names, man. People want to hear their names.
Well, it's hard when I make them up.
Oh,
I'm just
well,
kidding.
make up a fucking name then.
Fred
Donovan really likes Lovechild.
Bob Delinsky.
Bob Delinsky. Ray Slinsky Auto Parts.
It does sound like an auto part.
I make parts for the American people because that's who we are.
Hey, I'm going to run through this today in PC history real quick. I know we're running out of time, and I want to wrap it up with Bushey.
Every time I just realized that I just made a joke about a fucking movie that came out in 1994. After we just talked to a guy who's 22, who's making music from the 90s, and I'm like, I made a fucking joke that I'm like, I'm that fucking guy.
Yep.
He's like, oh, they love our music. It's like, yeah, because they're old as fuck. And that's what was going on when they were a kid. And I was like, ah.
He's like, well, I don't even like my own music anymore because these old motherfuckers like it now.
Oh, you liked it. We lost cool points.
Yeah. Sorry, so we don't like your music. You can be cool again.
Hey, like I said, that very first day we did a first show, me and you, Dirt, sitting in the kitchen. This is what your dads talk about, okay? If you want to hear what your dads talk about when you're not around, this is the show to listen to. I mean,
except for with way less about your mom's pootang.
We can talk about that too. Just send us some pictures. PC Radio 69. Send us your mom's pootang pictures.
No.
Send Owen.
No.
You get out your personal for that one.
No, we do not need an inbox full of revenge porn, okay? Like, that's not what we're going for.
Mom's a whore. Hey, I recognize her. Yeah, she sure is.
God.
Anyway, all right.
Oh, my God.
All right. Real quick. Today, actually, you know what today is? I meant to say it earlier.
It's National Dead Dog Day.
This is today. Today is Bushey's dog's dead because he left the gate open day.
Oh, no, stop it! It's hit a dog on your way home from work day.
No.
It's free quarter-pound cheeseburger if you hit a dog on the way home from work day.
No.
Free pan pizza if you run over a dog on your way home from work day.
What? No. Stop. No. I can't stop it.
Bushey
I
did.
can't stop it. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hit that.
Oh, my
look,
Lord.
if you can't laugh at life, then you're just going to cry nonstop.
Yeah.
You know?
I do both.
Wait, there's another way?
Yes, there is.
I thought it was just drugs and crying.
Today,
No, drugs and crime.
Oh.
Yeah, that's more accurate, I think.
Today is National Chi Day. Or CHAI. That's chi, right?
Chai.
Whatever. Chai, chi.
Chai latte.
Two totally different things.
But chai is also like where you calm yourself, right?
No, that's
Nope,
a chi.
that's
okay,
chi.
so it's
That's
two different
chi.
things.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
I think
CHE with the little umlaut over the top.
Well, then
Not umlaut, whatever you call it.
I don't care.
Looks like that.
Fuck it.
I can make you feel a lot dumber if I actually knew what chai was.
Chai tea.
So what? It's just
It's
like
a drink.
leaf or something.
I thought it was chi. No, what is chi? CHI?
AI.
No, that's chai.
Oh wait, what's chi?
Chi.
You know what?
Like he said, CHI with the little thing.
I thought it was CHE with a little thing, but
You
it
know
might
what?
be I.
It's
I don't
either National Chi Day or Chai Day. Who cares? I don't care. This is America.
Whatever, go to Starbucks. Whatever, what the fuck want from me?
It's also an International Day of Peace.
Okay.
We're just here to bring up stuff you have to Google.
What does it mean? I don't know. Google it. We have dick and fart jokes to talk
Well,
about.
it's the International Day of Peace. It could be like everybody living together, or it could be the national day you go out and get a piece.
Or it could be International Day of your piece of fucking shit.
Okay, sure. It doesn't say that.
If you're
But
American, you should already have a piece.
today is also National New York Day. I don't know why, but today is.
Wouldn't it just be State New York Day? Who the?
It might be the city. It's not. It's not clear,
National-
and I'm not going to Google.
Wait,
it.
does every other state have a national day? Is there a national Florida Day?
No, today is 9/21. It was 10 days after 9/11 when they did the remembrance. That's probably why.
Whatever.
There we go. Oh, okay.
Well, somebody knocked down the I-4 eyesore so we can get a national day.
Also,
I'll help.
Finally,
didn't-
it is National Pecan Cookie Day.
Okay.
Pecan or pecan?
Like a pecan sandy?
I guess.
It's funny. I hate pecans, but I like butter pecan ice cream and
Yeah.
pecan
Dude,
sandies.
fucking Afro Man told me one time that his favorite thing to do when he's not on the road is to eat butter pecan ice cream and watch all of the episodes of the first 48 that had been stored on his DVR while he was on tour.
Lots of murder.
And he was telling me, he's like, he goes, I get so fucking high that he's like, I'm hearing voices. He goes, I'm eating the butter pecan, and they're like, it's been 16 hours. Afro Man still has no clue or no leads, and he's like, damn. And he's like, then I realized I'm watching a TV show and this shit's all in my head and I'm fucking ridiculous.
That's funny. All right. Before we wrap it up with Bushey, let me get through a couple of these are interesting.
Yeah, take your time. My segment's not that long.
And well, this might be part of why it's New York Day. I don't know. In 1897, something was really. We're going to get to the right day. All right. The New York Sun published an editorial. It was something that was very. This has to do with the holidays. And a New York editorial, something very famous. I didn't know it was an editorial. I thought it was like an actual story or a book. Do you have any clue? No.
You said holidays, not Holocaust, so
Holiday.
I'm in. Let's talk about this.
What's
there's
an editorial?
like something in the newspaper.
An
What
editorial
the
is like
fuck's a
when
newspaper? God damn.
Where they? I don't know.
an editorial means somebody at the newspaper wrote an article with their opinion. It's called
Oh, okay.
an op-ed.
So it's
Where
basically
they're like, yeah.
So it's a reaction video before reaction video.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yes.
Very good.
Yeah, that's what an op-ed is.
I'm young. I'm hip. I know what the kids want.
I believe I believe this article inspired a classic movie, Miracle on 34th Street.
Virginia, there really is a Santa Claus.
Yes, Virginia, there is a Santa Claus.
Yeah, okay.
It was written as, I don't know if they believed it or not, but they wrote it and it became world famous. That was 1897. That's over 100 years ago, 126 years ago.
I was mad when I found out Santa wasn't real.
Were
Because
you
I
really?
was way too old by the time I found out.
Wait, 19?
About 500-600 that. It wasn't
Really?
I was homeschooled until I went on 5 acres in the middle of nowhere. So you're pretty much indoctrinated to whatever you're fucking told from the time you're a little child.
If you're told to believe in Jesus,
By the way,
Santa Claus is not a long stretch.
I wasn't let in on the secret before I went to public school.
Oh man!
So, oh yeah,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
I'm so
that was a rough one. You know what? I managed to trauma block that one out until we just started talking about. Yeah, I forgot about that one.
I had
the other worst one was when my mom showed up at an auditorium at a school event I told her I went to when I really went to a party, and went up on stage trying to find out where I was and asking everybody in the audience if they knew.
Oh man,
that went over great.
That has nothing to do with
Santa Claus. I just imagine him and his peepaw going, all right, listen here, little grandson Bushey. There's no Santa Claus, there's no Easter Bunny, and it's not really our heritage, it's just hate.
No, I got none of that. I just got people like...
You believed your parents too much. That's
well, too much when they're the only people you know.
Yeah. I understand. See, I went to a religious school when I was young, and I questioned everything. I still do. But when they would tell me about Santa Claus, I'd be like, eh. And I would go to school, and I would start telling the other kids, like, reasons why I didn't think it was real. And I would get in trouble by the fucking the teachers. They were like, all their parents don't need to know the truth. And I'm like, what the fuck?
They need to do away with all that shit, in my opinion. That's just it's deception for the sake of parents not even getting credit for what they're actually giving their fucking kids.
You lie to your kids about that, then when you finally do tell them something that's true, they go, oh yeah? Kind of like the fucking a bunny running through giving me fucking colored eggs.
Well, but then...
fuck you, mom and dad and fucking... whatever you call your fucking boyfriend, fuck you, you're all pieces of shit, I'm out.
But then how much can you blame them?
I'm getting a liberal arts degree.
But then how much can you blame them? Because they believe in some imaginary person that has control over everything and sends you to magic fairyland after you die.
I'm convinced that like 90% of the people that say they believe in God realize it's all a fucking sham, and they just don't want to die and just in case it's real.
They're just like, well... if it's not.
Exactly.
This is my whole thing. It's been told to me over and over that, like, so not necessarily told to me in these words, but I've asked the question and nobody ever disproves it. I'm like, okay, so a murderer can basically be on their deathbed and ask for forgiveness, and as long as it's in their heart, they're real,
really sad,
you still go to heaven. I'm like, that's what I'm doing. Like, fuck all the rest of it. That seems like a lot of work when you can just kind of cash out on the end.
I'm going on Amazon for a Zodiac suit right now. They never caught that guy. Maybe I'll be him.
Hell yeah. Well, what's his suit look like then if they never caught him?
They got pictures.
Of what?
It's like a black executioner. He's got the Zodiac
But
thing
they're
on
assuming, yet again, you're believing what people have told you. He's not caught. How do they know
I'm
that?
just trying to give the people what they want. I'm just trying to give the people what they want.
Listen to Lovechild. Really good. I like this. We're yelling at each other, though. That's fun.
Well, here's another thing.
I'm just saying we have a fucking lack of really good serial killers these days.
Yeah, and
everyone's just like, what's that guy? The one that the recently where he's like
in Idaho.
No, in like New Jersey where he's like burying people off the fucking beach and shit. Like it took 30 fucking years to catch that fucking guy.
Yeah. Hey.
I'm saying a pickled head in a refrigerator every now and again.
I'm gonna be real. So.
I've killed 17 people.
14. Calm down. No, but like when you actually
week's not over yet.
If you really delve deeply into the trap music and the drill music side of things that I listen to and everything, you realize that only about 1 in 10 or 15 murders is solved. Like it's insane how much. Either that, or even if they know you did it, these motherfuckers will still be out and kill like 7-8 more people before they ever actually like put their case together and get them. Like they know for a fact this person is killing people. but they're all gang members and they're killing each other, and so we just got to make sure this case is going to stick, and they'll kill 4 or 5 more people while they're investigating them to put the case together. And I'm like, whew, like people don't realize how much stuff actually goes under the radar.
There's so much red tape.
It's insane.
The people investigating and trying to catch people, they can't do the wrong thing or everything gets dismissed. So that red tape.
Well, I'll put it to you this way. They're just now getting to the point of doing the RICO cases on these well, I say just about a year or two now that they've started knocking all these down. But these guys have been making music for 10, 15 years and doing this activity allegedly all that time. And it's just now all of a sudden, you know what I mean? Like,
who's doing music?
What?
You said they're doing music?
Well, Young Thug is the one I'm really kind of talking about in particular.
Okay, so Owen, eyes on me.
Sorry. Yes, I'm lost.
Most of the people that he's brought to us in his booty clappers over the past few years all have RICO cases on them right now because what they're rapping about, they're actually doing that shit.
Who the fuck is RICO?
Oh God, I fucking.
He can
know,
throw
I
a
know
football over them
too.
there mountains over there.
He's from Spain?
Something about
No, Uncle Rico from Napoleon Dynamite. That's who they were talking about.
Okay, all right. Well,
it's basically the organized crime thing that they established when the mobs,
RICO.
were big. Yeah.
The RICO case, yeah.
Fuck, what?
I'm so white.
Hold up. Talk for a second.
All right.
I know what the fuck it stands. I know what it stands for. God damn it.
Well, all right. Let's go ahead and forward into history into
Racketeer Influence and Corrupt Organizations Act. I wasn't going to remember that.
All right, yeah, I still don't remember that. You just told me, and I have no clue. So.
It's when it's like an enterprise. Like there's more than one person. You've discussed, collaborating on crime for the furtherance of a organization of some type.
He used the word furtherance.
Yeah, I know. I heard that.
And I
That's
said
serious.
it without
I let
actually
it go.
fucking it up. Too.
No, you nailed that. You did that shit.
Oh, we're getting a phone call from Marion Webster, and she said, "Congratulations, you've created a new word."
I was like, "We got another phone call? That's awesome."
Yeah. No. All right. Let's go ahead into history. 1915. This man sets the bar for giving gifts to your woman. His name is Cecil Chubb.
Yeah.
Give your woman a chub.
He bought.
Well, you're supposed to. Anyway.
He bought something for 6,600 pounds as a gift for his wife.
That's a fat motherfucker.
How much is 6,600
You
pounds?
can pay for stuff with your fat?
I didn't know that.
That's $8,000.
Bro, I'm rich.
$104 in today's
okay.
money.
All right.
Wait, so how much can I get for this?
What did he buy his wife? He bought Stonehenge. He bought Stonehenge in 1915, over 100 years ago, for about $8,000. In 1918, they donated it to the UK because she didn't like it.
Oh, fuck you.
His wife, Mary Chubb, wanted curtains, not Stonehenge, not a national world. Why?
I mean, let's be real, though. It's kind of stupid, right?
I've made myself a fucking fool in front of the fucking public there, Mary. A bullshit a fucking Stonehenge. You don't want the Stonehenge no more. I guess I got to take it back to the government. Give it back to them. Crawl back with my tail between my legs because you want some fucking curtains, Mary.
What I wanted to know.
You fucking cunt, Mary. You fucking cunt, Mary. I give you the fucking Stonehenge and you got no fucking respect, Mary. Fuck you, Matty.
I want to know.
Last time I tried go back to your fucking soap operas, Matty. You fucking cunt, Matty.
I don't think they had those in 1915. But I want to know what those 3
Get
years
on the
were
fucking,
like.
Who the fuck just wants some rocks on a hill?
Get on the fucking Titanic, Matty. I'm sending you back to the U.S. on the fucking Titanic, Matty.
They're not just rocks on a hill. They're 3,000 years old rocks on a hill, put there by men.
I bet you if I walk out here in the yard and get a shovel of dirt, that shit's millions of years old. That doesn't.
Okay.
What the fuck?
You're missing the point. The point.
Go ahead. Tell me the
he
point.
He bought his woman a worldwide, like, one of the great wonders of the world.
Okay, if you go to got a pyramid and she didn't like it, I'd be like, okay, now you're a cunt. You know.
But I bought you the Grand fucking Canyon.
I mean, look, it's fucking Giza.
And I'm not allowed to have game night on Sunday? Fuck you! You own the fucking Grand Canyon. Come on, Carla. You're fucking telling me, Carla, I can't have fucking game night fucking Sunday? I gave you the fucking Grand Canyon.
But he called
Your mother don't got the fucking Grand Canyon. Your dad never pulled off no shit like that. And I can't watch the fucking Giants games? Are you fucking crazy?
But he nailed it, like Grand Canyon or like Niagara Falls. You buy a chick Niagara Falls, she's probably gonna like that shit, you know.
Maybe
Stonehenge.
Look,
what the fuck is Stonehenge?
Look,
Stonehenge is pretty fucking dope. I'm just saying.
That's what I thought too. I just want to know, like,
I wish I owned Stonehenge. I'm just saying.
Why?
From 1915.
What are you gonna do? Like poke the fucking rock? Like, what?
I would wait till the sun hits a certain point, like there's a stone now, then I'll just go in the center and just jerk off.
Wait,
once
be like,
a year.
no tourists today.
Twice a year.
Turn around, go see Big Ben. This is occupied.
Am I getting Stonehenge?
Occupied.
Stonehenge.
Am I getting confused with something? I thought it was the ones that had the faces and they move around by themselves or something.
No,
What the fuck is that?
Oh, that's Easter Island.
They don't move around
That
by
has
themselves.
nothing to do with rabbits or eggs or nothing.
No.
Fucking Easter Island.
No. Jesus Christ, this guy needs a lesson. Stonehenge. And so where those rocks are set up in a circle.
That's still stupid.
Yeah, okay. Well, in 1915,
I didn't know before. Now I know it's still stupid. Move on.
I didn't even think the right thing was stupid. But now that you explained it to me, still dumb.
Look, I feel for Cecil because from 1915 to 1918, when they finally donated it back to the UK, what must those years have been like for Mary? Like every special occasion that came up. Oh, are you going to get me another bunch of rocks? And what,
Maddie? I'm walking out this fucking door right now to take the fucking Stonehenge back to the fucking Queen.
Well, that's fine. You
Don't say I won't do it, Mary. I'm walking out the fucking door
I wanted it anyway.
Right now with the fucking deed for the fucking Stonehenge.
I wanted curtains, you bitch.
You say I'm taking the fucking Stonehenge back to the fucking Queen right fucking now.
I can't block my windows with these damn stones. They're out in the yard. I wanted privacy.
Has any female ever asked for like a national monument as a gift? Like,
Oh, I am sure.
Yeah.
Well, okay, time out. What
maybe
woman?
like the Eiffel Tower. That one's kind of cool.
What woman would get curtains?
Eiffel Tower never mind.
What woman would get curtains as a gift and not be offended in some way? You know, like this is what you get me.
Well, no, I
fucking
definitely, I wouldn't have got her curtains either, but definitely not.
Buy her a vacuum. See how that goes.
Yeah, vacuum
Fucking take
dishes.
Let's test them waters.
Like you get that really big pack of laundry detergent. They love that shit.
All right.
Happy birthday. Here's some fabric softener.
Let me go through these real quick.
Happy birthday. Got you new mop heads. Saw your old ones were kind of shitty.
There's a new mop bucket. I know
your shitty mop heads. I replaced them for you. Happy birthday.
the spring on the strainer was fucked up. Be happy.
All right. 1937, The Hobbit was first published by J.R. Tolkien.
What year?
1937.
Now
Oh,
you're
wow,
now you're getting into my language. Fucking no, we're talking about hobbits and goblins and shit. Now I'm in.
I was thinking that was just recently made and by like a homeless woman, but no, that's who made Harry Potter, right? The homeless.
Oh,
woman?
J.K. Rowling. Yeah.
So J.K. Rowling, and J.R.R. Tolkien, really similar kind of. I get them confused.
Yeah, and that's not her real name either.
So and it's really funny that you say that because she got in trouble for kind of being intolerant or whatever.
Yeah.
And J.R.R.
Which one?
Rowling.
Rowling.
J.R.R. Tolkien was mega racist.
All right.
Love Lord of the Rings and stuff, but yeah. But the dude was also mega genius. Like wrote, I don't know, 5 of his own entire languages.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
he only
What?
Yeah, no, when he like all the old shit, he actually invented those, the Elvish and the Dwarvish. He wrote the full fucking languages, like all 26 characters, figured it all out, actually created his own languages and shit for that universe.
That's just fucking like too much brains. You right? Something like that. I don't know.
I don't know.
You're too
He was
smart.
out there.
Yeah, go fucking figure. Baltimore Orioles just tie the score. You
Fucking
pieces of
baseball.
shit.
Are we mad now?
Yes,
Yeah, a
we're
little bit.
mad.
A little bit. Not like on that end.
Fuck
but,
the Orioles.
Yeah, shit happens.
All right, 1957. This premiered on CBS. Anybody?
Well, it's fucking silent.
You're supposed to know from that.
Dragnet? No. Oh, Perry Mason.
Perry Mason.
Yeah.
My grandfather would watch this every afternoon at like 4 o'clock. The black and white one.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
I dug it.
I went back as I've gotten older and watched some of these shows. Perry Mason was pretty good. Like I don't think it was great.
What was
Columbo.
the guy's name? Ray. The guy that played Perry Mason.
I don't. He was gay.
Ray
I think,
Mysterio.
Right?
Yeah, Ray Mysterio Jr. What's that?
No, Ray Collins. No, Perry Mason, original guy.
No, I'll give you that. The actual main guy, Perry Mason, like he was like a 10. Like he did a really good job.
So cute.
But Columbo's a better show, in my opinion.
Yeah, Columbo was cool because he would ask all the Raymond Burr.
There we go.
Burr,
Yeah, Raymond Burr. Yeah.
So that premiered in 1957 on CBS for the first time. All right, a couple more things. This is let's switch to sports. You were talking about baseball. Let's go to football real quick. 1969, a 98-yard punt actually happened, and then the next year, I don't know if it was because everybody was talking about the 98-yard fucking punt of all things. But in 1970, the first Monday Night Football game premiered.
Oh, wow.
So
okay.
Monday Night Football has been around for 53 years. So
holy
fucking
shit.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I've watched it twice.
Buccaneers have a Monday Night Football game this Monday coming up.
Oh, wow.
They're playing the Eagles. Was that who the guy just hurt his ankle on?
Which one? No, that was the Jets.
Jets. All right, another green
Aaron
team.
Rodgers,
Another green team. Never mind.
$75 million, 75 seconds.
Yeah, exactly.
Done.
Yeah, it's crazy. And did you see where somebody from ESPN or something posted like Aaron Rodgers is going to hurt his ankle?
That was not someone from. So I saw that. It
Okay.
wasn't someone from ESPN. It was some guy who does football analytics on X or Twitter, whatever. Right.
Twitter X.
Yeah, and he posted, and he goes, "New York Jets on artificial turf, 38-year-old quarterback Aaron Rodgers is going to rupture his Achilles tendon in 2.5 hours." And then it happened.
Yeah.
What the
Yeah.
Everybody was saying he had
And
the
then after
script
it
of
happened,
football.
he posted, he goes, "See, told you."
So
Yeah.
so is the NFL scripted or was just a good guess?
No, I think it was a guy being an asshole, and it just happened to happen.
happened to get right?
You know?
Well, and also in the NFL this weekend, did you see the knee bust on what's
Oh, yeah, Chubbs. From Cleveland, yeah.
and what's weird is
He did that in college, too.
the
The guy
same
that bought
fucking
Stonehenge?
Same injury.
huh?
The guy that
No, different chubby. So yeah. So anyway, football's in full effect. That's our modern day gladiators fighting each other, and I like it. I know you're not supposed to like football, I guess, because everybody gets brain damage and shit.
Well, I will say this before we go into Bushey's segment. So Bushey's the one who told me about the show American Gladiators on the
90s version.
Oh, the documentary.
The documentary about
Yeah.
it. I watched that, and then this week I watched the show on Netflix. If you haven't watched it, it's called Wrestlers.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
And
haven't
here's
seen
the
it yet.
thing that you're going to fucking dig about this. So this is the premise. I'll let you take this where you want to take it. But in the United States right now, there's WWE and AEW, which are the two big organizations that are on cable that do weekly episodes.
Yeah.
Ohio Valley Wrestling used to be the proving grounds for WWE. That's where John Cena came from. That's where Batista came from. That's where all of the big stars, came up from.
Mm-hmm.
They are the last wrestling organization in the United States that is putting on a weekly show. Every Thursday night, they put on a show in their local TV, and then they put on a pay-per-view on Fight TV. The company is run by Al Snow.
Okay.
Do you remember Al Snow?
Yep.
What does everybody want? The guy who comes out with the fucking mannequin head.
Oh,
That guy.
okay,
He's
all right.
59 years old, and he's running the group right now. And this documentary series is him trying to keep this wrestling organization running with a just a slew of wrestlers who are really fucking great at what they do, but they have a ton of personal problems on the other side. And he's trying to keep them all engaged, keep them all in, all here. You're here for the fucking program. You know what we're trying to do. And, like, he's herding cats. Mm-hmm. It's fucking amazing.
That's good. Fucking, I'm going to check that out. Yeah, I'm looking at it on Wikipedia right now. It's
it's really fucking fun.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought you were talking about the Game of Thrones guy.
No, that's Jon Snow. That's Jon Snow. Oh, they mentioned it in the series. So Bushey, Al Snow used to come to the ring with a mannequin head that had a wig on it, and on the forehead of the mannequin head it said "Help Me" painted backwards, and then he had "Help Me" painted backwards on his head, and so he was like this. He was crazy. He was hearing voices. He did a match on Monday Night Raw one night where he got into an argument with his mannequin head, challenged his mannequin head, because he at the time was a hardcore champion, to a match for the hardcore championship, and then wrestled a 30-minute match with his mannequin head.
He wrestled a mannequin?
And fucking pulled it off. He was taking bumps from the man. Oh, dude, it was... one of the greatest minds in wrestling. Like,
I'm looking it up.
He sold an entire audience, an entire arena on him fighting this head. He got the win and retained his title. But yes, that's Al Snow is a fucking genius. When it comes to wrestling, he's a genius. He'll make you feel all the feels. He figures out the fucking things that you want to see, and then takes you to that point where you go, I remember time in my life, and just pulls all of it out of you. He's so fucking good.
I'm gonna watch that later. I got to see a man wrestle a mannequin head for 30 minutes.
I can show you that if you want.
Nah, you know what? I'm curious.
I might not pin it.
Something.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna be in a different way.
All right, and the final thing I have, 1996, JFK Jr. married Carolyn Bassetti or something like that.
And then they got in a plane, and
then
the
we
rest
know
is
how that ended. That fucking sucked. But apparently that was a big deal. I don't remember it, really. I was still in high school at the time. But JFK, the little kid, saluting his dad.
Yeah. When his dad got killed.
He was a big deal. Like, people a little bit older than us, like, we're all about that shit.
Somebody run into his dad.
You don't... Never mind. You're joking, right?
I was making the dead dog joke. But
sorry, we're not there.
It's just ran over his dad.
It was one car and it acted alone.
Yeah.
Fucking Audi.
No conspiracies here. Just one car acting alone.
It was an Audi, right? Like,
exactly.
Ran over JFK.
Hard to miss a car on a grassy knoll.
It was a second car. It barreled off the grassy knoll.
All right. No. All right, that's all I got. Let's go to Bushey. Let's wrap this shit up with Bushey. I mean, we don't want to call it shit. This is a very well-produced show.
Very important segment.
By
this time, I've always got a frog in my throat from all the drinking and smoking. I'm like,
keep it up, ribbit. Let's
see here. All right, so Rapper Cap, the game where you two can be a loser.
Don't talk about Bono like that.
Go in the normal order from Owen to Dirt.
What?
First off, we got Icewear Vezo. Icewear Vezo or Vizo. Vezo. I don't know. What do you think? Vezo or Vizo?
Vezo or Vizo? I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know which one I like better.
That means he didn't make it up. I'm going to say it's a rap.
I'm saying rap too.
God damn it. Okay, that's a rap.
I don't know why I'm playing frogs. Did you say something about a frog earlier? Yeah,
he said a frog in his throat.
That's why.
All right, next we got...
I don't know why I do.
You know what's worse? I didn't even notice you were playing a fucking frog at all. I still haven't heard it. I think I'm losing it. All right. Next we got Roho 4 O's.
Roho 4 O's.
Roho 4 O's.
4 O's, Roho... ROOHOO, 4 O's. I'm going to say that's a rap. That's clever. I like it. Rap. That's a real fucking rapper.
I'm saying cap on that one.
That is real.
Boom, 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 boom.
And it's actually not spelt that way, though. I'm not even sure 100% this is the way it's pronounced, but it's ROJO, and then like
that was close enough.
4 O, the number 4 OOESS.
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost like foroses, but I figured 4 O's. Like anyway, anybody knows what O's are knows what I mean.
I am winning. I am winning.
Yep, 2-1.
Yep.
Oh my god, I forgot my glasses. Next we got PGF Muda. PGF Muda.
That was the first movie my dad took me to. Was rated PGF Muda. I remember that because it had titties. And you know, if you have titties, it's got to be PGF Muda. Is there a mummy here?
Oh, I hit the wrong button.
What the fuck is that?
You said PGF Muda, and that's the first thing I go. PGF Muda is your dad.
You're not supposed to look it up over there.
I'm not. I'm looking up other things. I'm going to say it's fake. It's cap.
That's got to be rap.
Cap.
That is rap.
God damn it, we're tied.
We're tied again.
Motherfucker.
Next we got SOB Odie. SOB Odie.
Son
like
of
from,
a bitch,
like from
Odie.
Garfield.
Yeah, that's the first thing where I went, and that's too clever. I'm going to say that's fake. That's a cap. That's a cap.
I watched the episode of CSI this week, and that's what T said. He said, "The son of a bitch OD'd." So I think that's cap.
Wait, so you said
it's real. Did I say it's real?
I think so. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm going to say real.
I thought you said it's fake.
I might have said it was fake because you made it up. That's too clever. You made it up.
Okay, so hold on. You saying fake or real?
God damn it. Shit. I don't remember what I just said. I'm too drunk.
Well, I fucking changed it because you changed it, so now I don't know.
How many
I
more
got both
left?
a check and a dash.
How many more are left?
That doesn't matter. SOB Odie, real or fake?
We're tied right now, and you've already said it was fake, and I can't remember what the fuck I said.
I think it's fake.
I'm going to say real just to be different.
It is real.
God damn, yes!
So now we're 3-2. Uh-oh. God damn it, I didn't fucking do a tiebreaker. Y'all got to quit doing ties. I didn't. Oh, wait, no, I got one. I got it.
Let's just measure dicks to see who wins.
Okay, so we're tied now, right? 1, 2. No. I'm sorry. Owen's ahead by 1. Owen's ahead by 1.
That's what I said.
Okay. Last one, we got PFE Mike.
PFE Mike?
PFE Mike.
Was pretty fucking excellent Mike. PFE. I'm going to say that's fake. Fucking fake. Fake. Yeah, that's what I sound like, too.
Whenever I go to the beach, I always make sure I at least PFA Mike. Or else I'm going to get fucking burned like a son of a bitch. So I'm saying that's fake.
You both said it's fake. That's real. That means Owen, for the first time ever, Owen actually wins outright with no tiebreaker a rapper cap.
Go figure when Owen wins, it's a fart noise. I cashed in all my shit points.
I mean, any reward from this game is a fart noise. it's not good.
All right. Okay, I'm done. I'm one more.
So since we don't have a guest this week, I went way hood with it.
Okay.
We got SOB Odie with gang ties.
Oh. All right. Hold on.
Yeah, there's a song to end all this.
Yeah, that was booty clapper.
Fuck all that talking about. Let's get busy.
I think after this, I'm going to start heading into some more of the lyrical type rap. I've done a lot of the beat fetishes on booty clappers. Start featuring some lyricists.
What I say? Hey, all of my little niggas with that shit, so stop the cap. Talk about you active, we the ones who knock shit off the map. Them 308s, they put his ass to bed and made him take a nap. He a bitch in person, that's why he act gangster on the app. All that shit talking he did, he can't even use his lips. This a striker, once I do a drill, bounce out and switch the whip. AIP fully, it's hard to control, put on the grip. Tuck inside my hood, I'm gon' let it blow and dump the clip. I know my ops really want blood, cause I'm that nigga and they broke. Plus my numbers damn near on the top.
I was like, I didn't remember that being in there.
Freaky bitch, she mad.
It actually worked.
Soon as she get off the coat, what you know about trying to hop out, chase your victim till he fall. They took one man's to laugh, we did the same with little Jaws. Barney got the wheels, then that crashed the V like it was Paul. I get caught in the jam, 12 start acting I don't call. Riding through the park at night, I'm trying to catch them playing ball. Third party, I let them shoot it out, then I'm gon' get involved. Bro gon' beat that body, cause none of these murders getting solved. Green tips, big AI bullets, FMJ go through a wall. Knock it off, if you want that gun, you better pop it off. And he was being flashy, grab that chain and take his noggin off. Dead wrong, trying to beef for me, you still live in your mama house. Fuck all of that talking, let's get busy, bring them choppers out. 3 grams in a rush, you shoot at me, I'll dump a dozen. Let this 40 sing like scissor. Oh man, if we in public, ain't gon' blow that bitch, so why you got that gun? You ain't know nothing. With that switch, you gotta swap that, stand it out and grab 100. I ain't going back broke, cause I got
these guys are all in tactical gear.
He's right though, with that switch, you gotta switch it out and grab the 100.
I mean,
you guys even know what that means?
Not a clue.
No.
I just shook my head like, oh.
So you can put a switch on a Glock semi-automatic, which turns it fully automatic. But then when you do that, you don't want no 30 rounds. You want a 100-round little drum. Allegedly. I'm just saying. I've heard.
You know what? Hang on. Before we end this show, I got something for Bushey.
You got another song from Lovechild. That's way better than this shit.
No. Hold on. I got something for Bushey here. So this is something I heard this week, and I'm like, hold on. Let me pull this up.
Okay.
Because this kind of surprised me a little bit.
Pull it up, Daddy.
And I don't know if you know who this is. I want you to take a guess. Because I was pleasantly surprised. I was like, oh my God. Wow. Okay. So after all these years, they kind of figured it out.
Basketball?
Is this SOB Garfield?
No.
Point that motherfucker out. Let him know it's war. Start a riot. Start a fight. Start a mosh pit. Start from left to right.
Brand new record this week.
Settle the score. Point that motherfucker out. Let him know it's war. Start a riot. Start a fight. Start a mosh pit. Start from left to right. Meet in the middle. Settle the score. Point that motherfucker out. Let him know it's war. Move, bitch. Motherfucker, just fight.
This is what plays when I'm driving. And everybody,
you know dubstep isn't rap, right? Like,
No, hold on.
Definitely.
Hold on. This is an entire album.
Oh, this is Shaq doing his EJ stuff. I thought it sounded like Shaq from
But dude,
I'm gonna be real, and this is gonna sound old man. I actually prefer Shaq Diesel.
No, he's not going by Shaq anymore. It's just Diesel.
Oh,
Wait till he hits his verse. I'm telling you, I was like, what the fuck?
I've always said Shaq's a good rapper. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
It's called guerrilla warfare. Look.
Watch your back.
That one's kind of nasty. I'm real weird with dubstep. I either like it or hate it. There's not a lot of in between.
why is it called dubstep? Double.
You gotta have twice the attention to be able to pay attention to it. I don't know.
I almost spilled a beer, but it was empty.
No, I like most.
He just released a bunch of stuff, and it was like, I was looking at it, and so hang on.
favors, I'm not. Fucking with y'all haters, I'm hot. Got on Dior shades, they're like, I'm in the Barclays with my pops. Remember the hard days that they stop. My niggas all making that.
Check this out. This is what Crank That and Diesel, which that's what it's called.
So I've tried to explain to people before. I did so much partying back in the day that I pretty much like associate. Wait, let me finish here. I associate techno and dubstep and all that with like ecstasy, and it's just not as good sober. Like, and I don't even mean sober like I'm drunk,
but everything is great on ecstasy. Don't say drugs, anybody. Everything is great on ecstasy.
If you learned anything tonight, everything is great on ecstasy.
No. If you learn anything tonight, the word step in dubstep means rhythm and comes from a two-step garage music, a genre of electronic dance music. I don't know.
I thought you had a verse, a Shaq verse.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up right now.
I'm filling.
Hold
for
on,
him.
check this out. Check this out.
Check.
Play more cat noises.
Oh, of course there's an ad. God damn it.
That's how
of course there's an ad.
When you want to show somebody something, it's always an ad.
This is 2 weeks ago. Coyote and Shaquille O'Neal, 3 Locos.
Who's Coyote?
Sorry, it was a cat.
I will say, if somebody's living his best life, it's fucking Shaq, boy. Let me tell you.
Yeah, he's just look at the video.
He's like, I'm a millionaire now. I'll just DJ and do a bunch of drugs. See, now that's good.
Yeah.
The young homie trapping out the lush truck. If you try to rob him, he ain't pussy, he gon' buck. Yeah, don't try to play me for no junkie on the internet. He hard, but in real life he Humpty Dumpty. Cracking under pressure like a white bitch with no sunscreen. I don't ride no waves, man. I go under him like submarines. I just got a man, he hands are looking beautiful. You look like you don't shower, you got dirt under your cuticles. You talking shit, but I can't hear you from your cubicles. I text your lady, told her don't shave off your pubicles. I'm rolling
pubicles. That motherfucker said pubicles.
Plaka. I'm one local Mexican.
Plaka?
No, he said pubicles. He's my hero.
Ain't no love where I rest my head. Seat with a vest, coming live from the Wild Wild West. 100,000, man, that ain't no flex. I seen the youngin' make a milli off a fraudulent check. Even tough guys drop like flies, cause where I'm from, shit, not even the strong survive. Make a toast, cause we still alive, cause where I'm from, shit, not even the strong survive.
Yeah, they rather see us dead or locked up in a penitentiary. Sleep with body armor for the weapons formed against me. I'm a big dog, you a poodle, you a Frenchie. I don't wanna be involved if it ain't about a Benji. Leave me alone, I'm packing a chrome. I would hate to go to jail for killing one of my own. These hoes the same, I'm surrounded by clones. Face pretty, head trash, what a waste of a dome. Snuck up out of house, yeah, I had it.
Face pretty, head trash, what a waste of a dome.
Premeditated murder, bullet through your chakra. I'll chop your nuts off and hand them to your partner.
Bullet through your chakra,
that's good. Do what I gotta do. Turning white kids to addicts before they 22. See unfamiliar
this was
faces, I'm like
released 2 weeks ago.
I'm going naked, shit, I belong inside a fucking zoo. I play with these hoes, not no Yu-Gi-Oh! This is real life, no, not no movie role.
I'm still on that Juicy J mixtape I brought because
here we go. Here's Shaq.
Ain't no love where I rest my head. Seat with a vest, coming live from the Wild Wild.
Well, Shaq's lucky too. He's got that voice. You know what I mean? Voice has a lot to do with it.
Oh yeah, his tone is great.
Even tough guys drop like flies, cause where I'm from, shit, not even the strong survive. Make a toast, cause we still alive, cause where I'm from, shit, not even the strong survive.
They think I'm on the brink of my insanity. He ain't spit like this for the money, then what can it be? Mama managed me, Papa was in the military. I come from the bricks where the option is just a cemetery. I get in the mix, opposite of the Ben and Jerry's. I did it for kicks like my position was Venetaries. Y'all forgot on the dock, go get your dictionaries. Then you can get your pictures ready for obituaries. Unpredictable penmanship is the principle. Invincible to any instruments I put my mental to. Lyrically, you are not a schnick and you don't get the fool. Irresistible, it's time to make the truth admissible. Skills miserable, mistaken things she kills dissable. Make you missable, you already already know my physical. Made the earth liftable. And anybody trying to get on a song, I promise I'ma make your verse skippable. I heard you had it then, but not today though. No telling where I might go. Tonight show, today show. I'm in the drop way low. Riding with Fuego. They call me Pape Grande, El Padrino Negro.
Yeah, no, like I said, I've always liked Shaq's raps, man.
Shit,
He's
man.
so good.
Rafa Holmes.
That's great.
That was 2
And
weeks
it's funny
ago.
because it's all Spanish people. He's like twice as tall as all of them.
So the clip that I saw was like he just dropped like fucking 4 songs in 1 week, like where I don't know if he's like if they're his songs or he's like working with somebody else, but in 1 week where it was like what's going on with Shaq now? All of a sudden, it's like, is he back now? Like, is this what he's doing now? Like, I don't get it because
I don't know how long, but I know he's been doing the DJ thing for a minute.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I mean, at least 5-10 years. Like, he's been doing it for a while now.
it's fucking ridiculous.
Oh, are you going to end this with some sweet ass Lovechild?
I am going to.
Thank
Yes.
God.
Yes. And
After
so,
everything we just played, we got to click.
I'm picking this song because I think it speaks to all of what we've gotten from them. This song's called "Feel Again." I think that makes sense. We're feeling this again.
Absolutely, bro.
We're feeling this again. So, what are you doing over there?
I'm trying to stop it. I pulled up a Shaq soundboard and I try to close it.
I like the idea of the producer going to play a song and you're just like, fuck it, I'm going to play a song now.
He's like, is that a Checkers commercial?
I didn't know it was still going. When you got quiet, it came up. But
Wayfair, you tricks, that's what I need.
I was actually looking for cow noises. Like, I don't know why, but I thought they needed to go into Shaq's rap song.
All right, so ending the show, this is from Lovechild. This is "Feel Again." Fuck the world and all its people.
My favorite song already.
Who was it we talked to earlier? Isaiah?
Isaiah, yeah, he's the singer,
man.
yeah.
Great fucking job, man.
Cowabunga, dude.
Your privileges were revoked.
I was trying to close things, and like shit that I clicked on earlier is starting to play. So I'm just closing the goddamn thing.
You've been listening to Pop Culture Radio. We will see you next week.
Love you guys.
You're all right.
Pop Culture Radio has been a Weird Florida production. Like and subscribe on YouTube and Facebook and Spotify.